Hi Cancers, welcome to Lightworks by Shannon. So this is a new channel, so thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I am an intuitive tarot reader and am an astrologer, and this is my first foray into reading online, so I'm a little nervous, and I promise that the production values will go up immensely as soon as I get my footing. But I felt called to actually give people readings, at least on a monthly basis. I'll probably do more. And eventually, I'm going to build the channel so that I'll bring to you other practitioners and other fun things, interviews, podcasts, all kinds of really fun things for those on the spiritual path. The Lightworks. So stay tuned. There'll be more as I evolve as well. So I am reading with the Tattoo Tarot, and I will put the link in the description. It's one of my favorite decks. And we'll do a simple past, present, and future, but we'll also clarify those. And I will weave some astrology in there for you as well. I also do personal readings, so if you're interested, you can email me and I'll be happy to send you the info. All right. Okay. Okay, so past, present, and future. For past, we had two cards come out. One is the Seven of Pentacles, and the other is the King of Swords. Pentacles, the Pentacle suit is all about Earth. It is the Earth signs. It is about earthly resources, such as any kind of resources, really. It's about money, whatever you consider a valuable resource, time. It also can represent anything on the 3D level. And so the Seven of Pentacles is about taking a look, reassessing your hard work, reassessing your resources, the resources that you have, and the abundance of resources. The Seven of Pentacles is not about the limitations or the limiting resources. It's about looking at all of the resources that you've earned, that you have as part of that hard work that you've put in, the effort, the level of energy that you've put in to obtain those resources. The King of Swords, that suit of swords, is about thoughts, beliefs, and the King of Swords, which could represent someone, and it could represent somebody in your life. Particularly, it could be a boss. It could be a mentor. It could be, it could be anybody. It could be a partner. And the King of Swords, you can see he's kind of ready. He's ready to use the sword. Swords are also about clarity. And the King of Swords has his emotions under control. He is about logic and critical thinking. So it could be that you are using or have been using that part of yourself as well. It might be the King of Swords might be you. Although for Cancers, that's typically not the case. This might be somebody actually in your life. And you're essentially reassessing and coming to clarity on potentially your resources and what they mean to you, and what you do to get to those resources. You might be reevaluating your role, your job, or what you do for a living or what you don't do for a living. It may be just the resources that you have. So that's in the past. So you have somehow made an assessment. In the present, you have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a major arcana. It is about healing. It is about faith. It is and can be, it's a very positive card. It's all about that healing, but healing is not perfect and it's not in a straight line. So you can, with this card in present time right now, it can be about having faith, keeping faith, healing through the tempest is what I get from the card. So healing from the tempest. And what that might be is, or how healing is basically going within. You see the third eye there. You see the book. There's a book there, as well as cups, 2 cups, where healing is taking place. One cup is giving to the other and filling the cup. So it's essentially a very positive card because you're healing and you're moving in the right direction. So there might have been a situation where, you know, your 3D life, whatever that might be, work or resources, have needed some semblance of healing. And another card of healing in the future. So Temperance ensures that you are on the right path and that you are healing, but you're not there yet. The 6 of Swords is about sailing on to the light, right? It is about leaving behind the swords, leaving behind the thoughts, beliefs that no longer serve you, and moving on to a brighter future. So these two cards of healing, one in the present and the other in the future, means that you are healing and on the right track. We will clarify, but and clarifying, I'm using the Everyday Witches Tarot by Deborah. Let's clarify the past. The moon. So the moon is clarifying the 7 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. The moon is emotional. The moon is, interestingly enough, that energy is about feeling and intuition, and sometimes things are hidden with the moon. So it is interesting that you have this King of Swords. It could be that this King of Swords provided the clarity that was necessary for you to move forward. So something about your resources was very unclear, and it was very emotional. It could have been you weren't in touch with it completely. You really weren't in touch with all the resources that you had or that you needed. And the King of Swords essentially cut through that moon, cut through the moon fog, I guess, and you've now gotten clarity. You've gotten clarity about your resources. Let's clarify the temperance. Clarify temperance. One on the floor. So, Seven of Cups. So it could be that you, Seven of Cups is clarifying temperance. What I'm seeing here is it's possible that Seven of Cups is almost like taking stock, taking inventory, having a lot of choices, having a lot of options before you, but none of them extremely clear, right? That there are many options before you, and it's about, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Let's clarify again. Let's get a little bit more. Huh? Alrighty. So when I asked it, holy moly. Wow. Okay, so clarifying a little further. Wow, Cancer. We have the World. The World is a major arcana card, and that is about seeing from an elevated perspective and closing out a cycle. So there was something that brought you some clarity, and whether that was a person or it was your own thoughts and investigation or assessment, brought you clarity. You were assessing, that's this assessing, you're assessing what makes you happy, what you have, what are your options. You ended a cycle, and you're ready for more, for new. Which is really interesting because you also got, as far as clarity goes, the Lovers, which is also a major arcana. Major arcana, it's traditionally, the Lovers was known as a decision card. Yes or no, up or down. It was definitely a decision that was to be made. It's also potentially about truly lovers. It could be about a partner itself. And maybe that partner it could have been, it could be that you're reviewing a partnership, or you're making a decision. Maybe you've had many options, maybe they have had many options. Maybe if it is indeed a partnership, they've had many options. And you're deciding what to do. Now, in addition to this, the clarity, I pulled 3 cards, and those 3 cards were, the Lovers, the World, and the Star. And the Star is one of my favorite cards. It's faith, hope, and optimism. It's also another card of healing. So it could be a situation where you have had the need, as you closed out a cycle, to heal. That whether you made a decision or somebody else made a decision, that you needed healing. And so that temperance, I said something about a tempest, right? Healing from the tempest. So there may have been kind of a real, and there may be right now, because this is present, it may be a situation where you're assessing what you have. You're assessing, not what you have, sorry, your options. You're assessing your options. A cycle is ending. A cycle is ending regardless. There's decisions to be made on what next or who next. So it could be either a decision to stay, to go. It could be a decision as to what you want to keep, what options, what cups what cups. This feels like a relationship to me, quite honestly. It feels like a relationship now with the Lovers, as well as the moon, the stars, the world. Plus also on the Temperance card, we have 2 cups. And the 2 of Cups in the tarot card is about partnership, soulmate partnerships. It can relate to business, but it also can be a love partnership. So there's something about a love partnership here that is either healing and going through some kind of transformation. And in the future, we have moving forward and healing. Let's get some clarity on the 6 of Swords. My impulse, my instinct is that you're leaving. That after healing, after that healing, there's hope, faith, optimism, and you're moving away from old beliefs, things that no longer serve you, into calmer waters. So that tempest, I guess, actually leaves you. Let's get some clarity on that 6 of Swords. These are general readings, so I'm just reading intuitively what I'm getting off of the cards. And those were way too many cards that came over, so wow, Cancer. Okay. Clarity. Spirit, please provide clarity on the 6 of Swords. Okay, Temperance. So the 6 of Swords is clarified by Temperance. So we have 2 Temperance cards. So this is essentially Spirit saying, you're healing. You're healing, you're healing, you're healing. Go within. Trust your intuition, trust it, and you're on a path to healing. That whatever happened, whatever uncertainty or uncertainty, whatever uncertainty happened, you now have the World card giving you perspective, the end of a cycle, deciding how to proceed, deciding the Lovers. After you reviewed all of the options, you've decided to heal. Hope, faith, and optimism. You have a lot of healing cards here, which is wonderful, especially for a Cancer. A lot of water, a lot of flowing healing. I hope this helped you. This is a general reading. You have a lot of major arcana cards, which means that August is a very important time in your life. It could be a pivotal month for you. And I would suggest that you do, go within and continue the healing. And know that Spirit is there to support you and support your healing for sure. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it helped you, and we'll see you soon.